Scientific notation, this does not take a whole lot of work. Now, you have this number 0.0000054. You need to write it in scientific notation, okay? All scientific notation does is condense the number down so it's not as long, okay? Now here's what you need to do first. You need to first find where your decimal's at. It's right there. You can make it bigger if you want. Now, second thing you need to do is start here and check your first digit that's not a 0. Right there, check 5. The decimal has to be moved so it's between the 5 and the digit after it. Now count as you're moving it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Now, underneath this you want to put a 6. And if you went to the right, it's going to be a -6. It's like the opposite of a graph, and here's why that is. Now you write the number 5.4. The zeros at the beginning get dropped. And every time you move the decimal, you're multiplying by a factor of 10. Now, since you moved it 6 times to the right, it's 10 to the -6 power. Now, if you want to check to see if you did that right, you can go 5.4 times 10 caret -6, and that's exactly what I started with, so I did it right. Okay, next problem. Now, this problem we don't have a decimal. When you don't have a decimal, you put the decimal at the end. Now check the first digit starting on the left that's not a 0. It's this one, 6. You need to move the decimal so it's between the 6 and the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to put a 9, and if I moved it to the left, it's going to be a +9. Okay? So now I put 6.7. You drop the extra zeros at the end or the beginning. That's a 7. Times base 10. Every time you move a decimal, you're multiplying by a factor of 10. And you moved it 9 times to the left, so it's +9. Okay? If you want to put a positive, you can. Now, if you want to check your answer, 6.7 times 10 caret 9. I know I did it right. Okay? Next problem, starting decimals here. Now we got to decide where to move it. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Check that. It has to go between the 4 and the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I moved it to the right, so it's going to be a -8th power. So 4.06 times 10 to the -8th power. Okay. Next, decimals here. The starting decimal is, now check where the decimal has to go. 0, 0, 0, 0. Check the first start here, right there. So it goes between the 7 and the 0 after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So 7 and I moved it 8 times. I moved it to the right, so it's going to be a negative. Okay. So 7.008 times 10 to the -8th power. Okay. Okay, where's the starting decimals at the end if you don't have it? Okay. Now right away I start here, I check that one. That's the first non-zero, so it's got to go between the 4 and the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I moved it 6, moved it to the left, so it's going to be a +6 exponent on the base 10. So 4.709, the zeros at the end we just leave off. You need the 0 in the middle of the 7 and the 9, times 10 to the +6 power. Okay, next up, right there, okay. Decimal, the starting decimal's at the end if you don't see it, okay? So it's got to go between the 1 and the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? So 10, I moved it to the left, so it's +10. So 1.544 times 10 to the 10th power, okay? Okay, next up. Here's the starting decimal. It's in the original problem. So 0.0000007. Check the 7 and put a 0 after it. So we have to move it between the 7 and the 0. Just put a 0 after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I moved it to the right, so it's going to be negative 7. So 7.0 times 10 to the negative 7th power. Okay, last problem. Decimals, starting decimals at the end. You need a starting decimal. If you don't have it, you put it at the end. Check your first, right there. There's my first one. Okay, it goes between the 8 and the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. You moved it to the left, so it's positive 9. So I put 8.0 times 10 to the 9th power. Okay. Now, in the other part of this assignment, you're going in the opposite direction. Okay. Now they give you the scientific notation, and you're putting it into the standard number form. Okay. You can just use a calculator to do it. Now you could move the decimal to the right, 6. Here you can move it to the left, 4, but if we have technology, you just want to use it, okay? So that actual number, the standard number is 275,000, okay? Put commas if you want. 2,750,000. Okay, 1.69 times 10 power negative 4. 0.000169. Okay, 7.8 times 10 to the 8th. When the exponent's positive, expect to get a real big number. Okay, when the exponent's negative, it'll be a really small decimal number. Okay. Now, in the standard number, you don't have to put the decimals up. 780 million. And then last one. 0.000032.